X-ray imaging. What it is, how it works, and the future of X-ray imaging. What is X-ray? You might know it as a thing that makes you look like a skeleton, or what your doctor uses to look inside you on his computer screen. X-ray, which is also known as radiography, by definition, is an image produced on a sensitive plate or film by X-rays, gamma rays, or similar radiation for the use in medical examination and diagnosis. A radiograph is a non-invasive medical imaging procedure that allows your doctor to diagnose and treat certain conditions, the most common being of the bone. Bone X-rays can help with fractures, dislocated joints, guiding doctors for surgery, identifying injuries, and locating foreign objects inside of the body. In modern days, film X-rays, which create an image on a piece of physical film, have been replaced by digital X-ray procedures. The digital X-ray has its good and its bad points. The good include its speed, the ease of transfer from one computer to another, and the subsequent faster diagnosis, as well as better image quality thanks to real-time adjustments, as well as its use of little resources. The downsides of digital X-ray include its price, which is quite high and makes for a hefty investment. The requirement of training staff to use new equipment adds to this, and the outdating of old technologies leads older radiologists out of the job. Digital X-ray machinery is constantly growing and thus results in the need to replace technology quite often.
Researchers at MIT have discovered a new method for producing X-rays, in which a sheet of graphene can collide with photons from a laser beam to generate surface waves known as pulsars. The basic principle of this new method is that energy can be produced when a flow of electric current beats the speed of light that's slowed down by graphene. Because graphene has the ability to trap light, the reduced speed of light particles moving through the sheet of graphene appear to be very close to the speed of electrons. These particles can further release a sharp, tightly confined pulse of radiation, which is similar to the form of laser beam. This radiation is said to be relatively safer than normal X-rays, as it can result in lower dose X-ray systems being built in the future.
It's known to know that X-ray imaging revolutionized the way that we can see the inner workings of the human body. With the expanding modern technological world, we can see not only 2D images, but also 3D images as well. However, all good things come with their limitations. For example, a patient may come into a general practice complaining of chest pain, cough, wheezing, and a loss of appetite. This should sound alarm bells for lung cancer. However, in a standard chest X-ray image, airspace shadowing, also known as consolidation, ultimately cannot accurately determine the difference between whether or not these symptoms address the cause of cancer or of a simple infection. Although, as we know, just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. So for a doctor to make the most accurate diagnosis of the cause for these symptoms, a CT scan would be the next reasonable step in order to understand more. However, this is not only painstaking in that the patient would have to book an appointment, which may not have urgency due to the likelihood it could be a lung infection, it also exposes the patient to a higher, more concentrated radiation dosage, which may linger in the body. If more hospitals had the budget and accessibility to the Mars color X-ray, not only would it be able to determine the difference between lung cancer and infection, but it would also allow the patient to not be exposed to high radiation levels. This new technology can revolutionize the way that X-ray images are produced and processed, and can deliver more accurate diagnostics, quicker and easier with less radiation than that of a normal X-ray.
The MARS system is based on the next generation of X-ray detectors developed in collaboration with CERN, University of Canterbury, University of Otago, and other partners. But what exactly is this new technology? MARS is also referred to as color X-ray imaging. This new imaging modality does not only show the density of an object, but also its material. So let's have a look on how that works. Similarly to visible light, X-rays are produced in a range of frequencies called a spectrum. All materials attenuate the various waves of different frequencies differently. This is because the atomic structure of materials is different. As on regular X-ray images, only the overall summation of attenuation is detected. Different materials can appear in the same shade of gray in the image. However, across the spectrum, different materials are behaving very differently. Therefore, during processing of color X-ray image, these frequencies can be separated. While a grayscale X-ray image cannot differ between those materials, the MRS image shows different materials and color contrast. This new imaging modality uses the Medipix 3 chip. It is able to distinguish both density and material in a sample. Sounds good so far, but what can we really use it for? This new technology provides many options for future clinical applications. Color X-ray may be a promising imaging modality in cartilage and cancer imaging, as well as in detecting multiple targeted agents. It might allow spectral imaging of atherosclerosis and can be a future option for reducing metal artifacts in bone.